Aereo heads to the Supreme Court today to fight for its right to stream broadcast TV over the internet against broadcasters who say the startup infringes upon copyright law. I'm here with Leon Lazaroff, Deputy Managing Editor for The Street. Leon, Aereo claims it's innovation. Broadcasters claim it's piracy. So how important is this TV industry case?
It's very important. You're putting together a case in which there are wide implications on either side. If indeed the broadcasters win, they would shut down Aereo. If Aereo wins, it puts the broadcaster in a position where they would have to look at their business model and make some significant changes.
And this comes at a time, of course, when a lot of former cable TV subscribers are turning to services like Netflix instead of paying those high bundled cable prices. So this is an added threat to broadcasters. What if Aereo wins? What does it mean for broadcasters?
Well, the broadcasters make a lot of money on the 30-second television commercial. So they're not about to take all of their programming off the air. But what you would see is more of a migration to those big kinds of events, the Super Bowl, the Academy Awards, and maybe even other kinds of reality shows, that they would move to a pay-per-view kind of setting. Maybe that would be on their affiliated cable channel, such as ABC moving more stuff to ESPN. You already saw that with the NCAA basketball tournament recently. All of that was not on free over-the-air television. It was all on cable TV channels. That's the kind of thing that you could see more of if indeed Aereo would win this case.
And you can watch live TV on Aereo, but you can also use it to save shows to a cloud-based DVR. So if Aereo wins, what does this mean for other cloud storage services?
Well, that's really the big question here, and that's how the Supreme Court and what they decide will indeed have either large implications for cloud-based services or not. The broadcasters have asked the court to rule very narrowly, to keep the case specifically on specifically on Aereo. If indeed they did take some kind of, there was wording that would make things a bit more nuanced, you would have a potential in which certain services that are offered by, say, Google or Amazon would be in jeopardy. But I think that the court is smart enough to realize that there's a difference between, in the broadcaster's argument, something that you pay for and something that you don't. At present, the broadcasters make money by basically selling their show programming for what is known as retransmission fees. And that's a fee that they receive as a trade-off for that programming. Aereo doesn't pay those fees. And that's the issue becomes really an issue of copyright. And that's where the court will make its decision.
So how do you expect this all to play out?
Well, I'm really betting in many ways. I mean, if I had to bet, I think that the broadcasters will probably prevail. Having said that, it's interesting because technology often finds a way to continue on. And you saw that with the Betamax decision back in 1984, in which you had VCRs, which became a standard feature, and the broadcasters had tried to shut that down. Napster and file sharing, and what iTunes did. So there will be changes, but it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yes, it definitely will. Well, a ruling likely won't come out for a few months, but we'll be watching this case closely to see how it plays out and how all involved parties will be affected. Thanks so much to Leon Lazaroff. I'm Brittany Umar for The Street.